In what was billed as a classic confrontation, Rick Steiner squared off against Arn Arnderson in a match that delivered intensity from bell to bell. As the opening moments unfolded, it was clear that both men were here to prove something. Arn Arnderson, known for his methodical and calculated approach, immediately went to work on Steiner's arm, executing a series of precise hammerlocks, arm bars, and arm wringers, the trademark Arnderson way. Arnderson was relentless, targeting Steiner's arm with surgical precision, but Steiner wasn't backing down. Steiner, showing no fear, retaliated with hard right hands, each shot landing with force. Arnderson tried to slow the match down, throwing Steiner out of the ring multiple times, hoping to keep control. But every time they went outside, Steiner turned the tables. In one highlight, Steiner executed a devastating belly-to-belly suplex on the unforgiving ring floor, sending shockwaves through the arena. As the match progressed, both men took turns punishing each other, with the action spilling in and out of the ring. By the 13th minute, Steiner began to shift the momentum in his favor. The dog-faced gremlin unleashed his signature moves with explosive energy, hitting a thunderous Steiner line that nearly took Arnderson's head off, followed by a running bulldog that had the crowd roaring. Just when it seemed Steiner might put Arnderson away, J.J. Dillon, always the crafty manager, tossed a foreign object into the ring for Arn. Unbeknownst to Arnderson, the object landed in the corner unnoticed. Arnderson, resilient as ever, fought back with a snap DDT that looked like it might seal the victory, but Steiner, showing incredible tenacity, kicked out. With time running out in this 20-minute bout, Steiner stumbled upon the foreign object Dillon had intended for Arn. Realizing his opportunity, Steiner wrapped the metal object around his right hand, and as Arnderson turned back to him, Steiner delivered a crushing punch to Arn's chin. Arnderson crumpled to the mat, and Steiner quickly covered him for the pin. 1, 2, 3. The crowd erupted as Steiner secured the victory, leaving Dillon in disbelief at ringside. As Steiner exited to a huge ovation, Arn Arnderson lay motionless in the ring, with Dillon desperately trying to revive him. It was a hard-fought battle, but on this night, Rick Steiner outsmarted and outlasted the Enforcer, leaving his mark in a dramatic finish.
The scene opens with Tony Schiavone standing in the WTBS studios, microphone in hand. The crowd cheers as United States heavyweight champion Ron Simmons and Magnum TA step into the frame. Both men look focused and ready. The intensity of the upcoming match is evident on their faces. Tony Schiavone: ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with two of the most determined and driven competitors in the NWA today. United States heavyweight champion Ron Simmons and the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Magnum TA. You two are in the semifinals of the NWA World Tag Team Title Tournament, and you're just waiting to see who you'll face next. Magnum, let's start with you. Recently, you had a tough match against Arn Arnderson. What's next for you? Magnum TA nods as he takes the microphone, his eyes filled with determination. Magnum TA: Tony, I'm not one to make excuses. Arn Arnderson got the better of me in our last match, but that doesn't mean I'm down and out. No, it just means I'm more motivated than ever to get back to where I belong, at the top of the mountain, chasing that NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I've faced the best, and I've beaten the best. And this loss? It's just fuel to the fire. Oh, you might have won the battle, but the war is far from over. I'm coming back stronger, faster, and more determined, and when I get my shot at the world title again, you better believe I'm taking it. Magnum steps back, and Ron Simmons steps forward, holding his United States Heavyweight Championship over his shoulder. His expression is serious as he addresses the camera. Ron Simmons: Arn Arnderson, you've been running your mouth, thinking you can walk in here and take what doesn't belong to you. Your brother Ole couldn't beat me, And let me tell you something, neither can you. I've been fighting my whole life, and I've earned every ounce of respect, every title, every victory. So you better be ready, Arn, because when you step in that ring with me, you're not just facing any man, you're facing the United States heavyweight champion. And I don't back down from anyone. The intensity in Simmons' voice is unmistakable as he continues, Ron Simmons. As for this tag team tournament, Magnum and I, we're ready for whoever steps in our path. Whether it's Ricky Steamboat and Jimmy Snuka or the Midnight Express, it doesn't matter. We're coming for those titles, and we're not stopping until we've got the gold around our waists. The Four Horsemen might think they're unstoppable, but they're about to find out that there's a new era in the NWA, and it starts with Magnum TA and Ron Simmons. Simmons hands the mic back to Schiavone, and the two men stand side by side, a united front against their rivals, Tony Schiavone. There you have it, folks, Ron Simmons and Magnum TA, two of the most determined men in the NWA today. The semifinals are set, and these two are ready for anything that comes their way. Stay tuned, because the action is just heating up. The camera zooms in on Simmons and Magnum as the crowd roars in approval, and the screen fades to black, setting the stage for the next match.